Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello, welcome. Today is the start of my 30-day I Want to Be an Author challenge. Day 1. I want to ask you, can you imagine yourself as an author? It's a great question. It's the way to start your writing journey. Can you imagine yourself as an author? Have you ever thought what it's going to be like to hold your first book, your second book, your third book, your fourth book, or even your 15th book? It's going to feel fantastic. And can you imagine what it's going to be like when you walk into a bookshop, which looks not unlike my office here, bookshelves filled with books, but when you go to that shelf that has just your books. Man, there is nothing like that feeling. I've seen new authors when they've received their first box of books, and when they've opened that box of books, there is nothing like the joy. That joy of holding their first book, of hugging their first book. But do you know what writing your first book does for you? It changes the way you feel about yourself. You will stand taller. You will walk down the street with your shoulders back. You will look people in the eye. And the people who never paid you any attention at work or even at home, they're going to think, well, you must be smart. You wrote a book. I did some research, and I was sort of with this research because it just really shocked me. America, the USA, has about 330 plus million people. That's a huge population. And can you even guess how many people want to write a book? 95% of Americans want to write a book. That's a huge number. But do you know how many actually do it? 5%. One of the things that I want to encourage everybody to do is not to wait until you retire to write a book. Writing a book is in the top 5 things that people want to do when they retire. Do it now. I don't need to remind you that we don't know what tomorrow brings. Right now, we are in a pandemic, the 3rd year of a pandemic. We may not hear about it as much in the media, but we are still in a pandemic. And we're sitting on the verge of World War III on the other side of the world. I'm in Australia, by the way, if you didn't know. So we don't know. So don't leave it till the last minute, and don't leave it until you retire. Write your book now. Everybody has something they can write about. And that might surprise you. There are lots of people who think, I've got nothing to say. What can I write about? Everybody has a story. You have your own story. Everybody has a story, and oh my gosh, they're so interesting. Whether you write a chapter in a book or whether you write your own book, you can be called an author. That is so exciting. And one of the things that really makes my heart sing is that I know people who unfortunately have passed due to the pandemic, but they managed to write their chapters in books before they passed, and now they have a written legacy, and that will be there forever for their families and for the world to see that they were there. Now that is one of the best things about writing a book. You leave a written legacy. Have you ever thought about that? How wonderful. What a great way to remind everybody that you existed. I can't tell you what writing a book means to so many people. It means so much not only to the author, but to the people who read the books. The things you know, the things you learn, the things that you take for granted can be the things that save the lives of other people, that can help people who may be on the edge step back and go, maybe my life isn't so bad. Maybe I can do better. I would love to work with you to create your book, to create your written legacy. I'm really, really, really excited about doing this 30-day challenge, and I want everybody to keep tuning in because there is lots to know about being an author, and I'm looking forward to sharing it over the next 30 days. If you have listened to me this morning, please leave a like or a comment so that I know that you were there. And let 2022 be the year of your book. I hope to speak with you soon. Bye for now.